Marcus Garvey was born into the racial inequities of the colonial system of Jamaica. He decided to fight for change when he read the autobiography of Booker T. Washington, an educator whose message was self-reliance and self-help through education and economics.
All of those things actually make sense to Garvey in Jamaica. They make sense to a Garvey who's wrestling with the effects of colonialism, racial self-hatred and self-loathing that the colonial system imposed upon Black people in Jamaica.
In 1914, while in Jamaica, Garvey organized the Universal Negro Improvement Association, the UNIA, to build up racial pride and develop educational and economic opportunities for Blacks.
He had these high aspirations for building this universal, this worldwide organization to empower people of African descent.
2 years later, Garvey came to the United States and established the UNIA in New York City's Harlem.
There were at least 700 chapters of the UNIA in the United States by 1921 through 1924. There were over 1,000 chapters of the UNIA throughout the world. Garvey was a master showman and a master organizer.
Marcus Garvey was a Caribbean American who would come to reshape the meanings of African America.
Garvey spoke boldly about self-respect and pride in African heritage, a message that appealed to many African Americans frustrated with the violence and disenfranchisement they faced in the United States.
Marcus Garvey obviously had one of the largest mass movements in the 20th century. Definitely the largest of people of African descent.
Garvey and his followers held demonstrations and parades in Harlem to encourage a sense of dignity and identity as a noble people.
Garvey would have these huge parades and he would dress up, and part of that pomp and circumstance was saying, we are a people and we are a coherent people, and then to be a coherent people means that we have rights and we can create a nation.
Shunning integration, Garvey preached a separate African community, complete with Black businesses and institutions.
Garvey encouraged the development of Black entrepreneurship through the Negro Factories Corporation, which was modeled after Booker T. Washington's National Negro Business League.
The UNIA saw the importance of economics and independent institutions as fundamental to freedom. Garvey was building a set of institutions that are about creating a kind of peoplehood and a nationhood here in the United States.
Part of Garvey's plan was for some African Americans to return to Africa and create a nation there. It was known as the Back to Africa movement.
Marcus Garvey electrifies much of the African American population throughout the cities of the United States with his Back to Africa movement. Race, men, and women unite, Garvey would say. We are mistreated here, we're going back to Africa. Rise up, ye mighty race.
Garvey started a steamship line called the Black Star Line for trade with Africa and the Caribbean, and as transportation for people returning to Africa. The business failed and brought trouble for Garvey.
In 1923, Garvey was arrested for mail fraud because of the sale of the stock of the Black Star steamship line through the U.S. Postal Service. Garvey personally was not involved in any kind of corruption or theft, but unfortunately he was not a good judge of business character.
Marcus Garvey was convicted and sentenced to serve time in a federal penitentiary. President Calvin Coolidge later commuted his sentence, and Garvey was deported from the United States in 1927. He returned to Jamaica as a hero.
Garvey understood that building a Black protest movement, a Black pride, a Black ownership in business and self-respect was also a cultural endeavor. And there was a sense of community and cultural identity and an affirmation of African heritage. All of these were part of the UNIA. And it was an extraordinary spiritual and cultural movement.
Marcus Garvey's ideas inspired future Black nationalist movements like Nation of Islam, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, and the Black Panthers.
My name is Kingsley Cosby. My teacher is Professor Thompson. And my king for this year is Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa was the ruler of Mali, the 1312 to 1337. During Mansa Musa's reign, Mali was one of the richest kingdoms of Africa. Mansa Musa was described as the richest person in the world. Mansa Musa's riches came from mining, gold deposits, and elephant tusks. Mansa Musa died in 1337.
Hi, my name is Morian Jones, and my professor is Professor Tresvine. My king this year is King Mansa Musa. This is what I build. This is King Mansa Musa. This is what King Mansa Musa built. The Great Nazgul. 5 facts about my king is 1. His name means the kings of kings. 2. He is rich. 3. He is the kings of Mali, the king of Mali. 4. He lives in a pyramid. 5. He was the Empire of Mali. Bye.
Musa was the richest man. He also was a great warrior. He also built buildings in Mali. He was also the builder of put himself on the map. Mansa Musa, all the buildings, gold, and Mali.
3.
Hi, my name is Daniel, and I will tell how a princess becomes a queen. There was a princess, Amina. Her father was a king. Her family traded horses. Her father died, and her brother became the king. She traded hard to become a royal princess. When her brother died, Amina became the first queen of Nigeria. She led an army of 20,000 men. She is known as Queen Amina, capable as any man. Cleopatra was born in Alexandria, Egypt. She ruled ancient Egypt for 21 years. Cleopatra was the last active pharaoh before her death. Cleopatra is known for her beauty. Mansa Musa was a rich African king. He conquered 24 cities. His riches came from gold and salt. He built monsters 700 years ago. They were still standing today.
Yes. My king named Mazamuza. He likes to make gold every time in the city. He also likes his elephant. No, but he always protects golden sheep. This is a building that King Mansa made. This is King Mansa Musa. Facts about King Mansa Musa is 1. Mansa Musa means king of kings. 2. Mansa lives immortally. He was born on 1280 CE.
Hi, I am Mansa Musa. I was the king of Mali, and I was king for 25 years. And I was born in 1280 and died in 1337. And I was the 10th Mansa. And I took over 24 cities.
Hi, my name is Ava Wiggins and my teacher's name is Miss Trevon. Today I'm going to give you 5 facts about Queen Nefertiti. The first one I saw is Queen Nefertiti was a teenage queen. She was also known as an icon of beauty and power. She was also the woman of grace, and she was born in 1370 BC, and her name means the beautiful woman has come. Thank you. Queen Nefertiti was one of the most powerful women in Egypt. Nefertiti was a queen to Akhenaten.
My name is Zaire Hines. My diorama is King Mansa Musa, ruler of the Mali Empire. He was the richest man in the world. He ruled from 1312 to 1337. That's a lot of years.
Okay.
King Mansa was served for 48 years until he died. He saved the British.
Alfonso.
Say it again.
My king is King Alfonso.
Okay, tell about him. He became
the
first ruler
to
relive
the
slave trade.
He
Was
the
first ruler to
to
update Black Africa
on
a great deal.
He
Encourage
encouraged
his
is
people
to
learn
learn
personality
and
new skills.
He
Established modern
modern
schools.
schools.
Let's tell about your bones. What's in there?
So I got a baseline,
Okay, what else?
glass,
Who is it?
the king, My name is Callie Williams. My teacher is Professor Transwell. My presentation will be on Queen Amina, warrior queen. Here's 5 facts about Queen Amina. She was born in 1533 in Nigeria. She was a Hausa warrior queen of the city of Zaza. Queen Amina became queen after the death of her brother in 1576. Queen Amina reigned as queen from 1576 to 1610. Queen Amina died in 1610.
Jumbo scholars, I'm Professor Robinson of 2nd grade. I bring you greetings from the country of Libya, where Tripoli is the capital. In Libya's entire history, it only had one king. King Idris reigned from 1951 until he was overthrown by Colonel Gaddafi in 1969. I would now like to recognize my star students from last week. These students have been working on following the class expectations and completing their work. They are Jesse Adams, Aaliyah Bandy, Elias Bush, Simone Henderson, Kiana Hooks, Dylan Jones, Jordan Wade II, and Jaden Walker. Thank you, scholars.
What's up, everyone? It's Professor Martinez. I'm bringing you greetings from the country of Cabo Verde. Last week, my star scholars were Leah Burrell, Brielle Wren, Maurice Peterson, Hamani White, Aaron Thomas, and Jaden Gleese. Thank you.
Jumbo, welcome to the country of Cameroon. Cameroon speaks over 230 languages, but the primary languages are French and English. I would like to recognize my star students from last week. They are Nyla, Sire, Amora, Cheyenne, Camille, Chasten, Destiny, Donovan, Josabad. Congratulations and have a great week.
Hotel scholars, I bring you greetings from Morocco. My star scholars for last week were Adriana Can, Beautiful Edwards, Kevin Madge, and Marley Wash. Congratulations, scholars.
Jumbo ACCPA. Our fifth grade class represents the West African country of Benin, whose capital is Porto Novo. Also, the African proverb for this week from Ethiopia is dine with a stranger, but save your love for your family. Meaning, we can be cordial when we're dining and having dinner with or eating with friends and strangers, cordial and polite. But when it comes to our family, they are more important to us, and we can be more open with them. We at ACCPA feels like we are family. Family. Our star students for this week who helped solidify our fifth grade class as a family working together are Hayden Clark, Anaya Cooper, Jaden Gleese, Dominic King, McCavion Sladen, Melanie Smith, Roy Thornton, and Jacob Walker. I'd like to say thank you to these students for being our fifth grade stars for the third week of the 2019-2020 school year, 2020-21 school year. Really, thank you from the best of the ACCPA family.
Jumbo Ace family, I'm Professor Grayson. I bring you greetings from the country of Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau is a West African country that lies on the Atlantic Ocean. The terrain is mostly flat and low with glorious sandy beaches. This week, I want to recognize 4 fabulous scholars who have shown a work ethic that is due recognition. Those scholars are Serenity Bates, Ariel Brown, Jace Hill, and Essence Wilson. They have earned their stars for week 3. Asante Sana.
Jumbo Scholars, this is Professor Mormon coming from Tanzania. Tanzania is home to the second largest lake on the planet, Lake Tanganyika. This week's stars for 7A are Lawson Small, Tamaya Hurst, Timothy Hurst, Christopher Fisher, Isaiah Jones, and Asia Harper. Congratulations, scholars, for earning stars this week.
Hotep scholars and my ACCPA family, I'm Professor Tresfont, and I bring you wonderful greetings from the country of Kenya. Our capital is Nairobi, and Kenya gained independence from the United Kingdom in 1963. My star scholars, will you please proudly stand as I call your name? Mariah Bates, Journey Brewster, Zola Deloney, Kamaru Jones, Nevaeh Quarry, Ava Wiggins, and Callie Williams. Congratulations, scholars. We're really doing what our ancestor James Baldwin once said: if you know from whence you came from, then there's really no limit to where you can go. I hope to call more scholars next week. Asante Sana.
Hotep scholars, this is Professor Days, and I bring you warm, wonderful island greetings from the lovely island nation of Madagascar, where the lemur, the fossa, and the tomato toad call Madagascar their native home. My star scholars from last week were Soraya, Desire, Jalen, Keelan, Kobe N, Kanaya, Leah, Antoine, Chancellor, Kamara, Daryl, King, and Kiwan. Congratulations, scholars. Good work. And hopefully on next week, I'll be able to call the names of some more superstar scholars from the land of Madagascar. Everyone have a great week. Bye-bye.
Hotep scholars, greetings from the country of Burkina Faso. Our capital is Ouagadougou. Burkina Faso gained its independence from the French in the 1960s. These star scholars that I'm getting ready to call, they have completed their online journals each day. They have logged in online on time They have followed all the directions. They show excellence in everything they do. Please put your hands together for Justice Brewster, Chastity Thomas, Lily Dixon Perry, Dan Daniel, Samira Ramsey, and I have a new scholar that I'm adding to this list, Zaire Spivey. Congratulations, scholars. And next week, I would love to call my entire class. We still have work to do, but again, Marcus Garvey never gave up on his plan. And I have scholars that will not give up. Asante Sana scholars.
Hotep scholars and professors, we bring you greetings from the country of Angola. In 1993, Angola established a diplomatic relationship with the United States. Today, I'd like to present to you my star students for this third week. They are Brandon Ellington, Michael Brewster, Julia Wade, Aliyah Roebuck, and Paige Glenn. Congratulations, scholars.
Hotep scholars, my name is Professor Hall, and I actually represent the country of Rwanda. If you didn't know, in Rwanda, there are 3 languages that are spoken, the first one being Kinyarwanda, then we have French, and lastly, we have English. I would like to acknowledge my star scholars this week. They've been present, they've been on time, and they've been engaged. Yes, it's a celebration for them. So without further ado, they are Olivia, Jermaine, Chase, Linnea, Taya, Tatiana, Elijah, Michael, and Malia. Hope to have more scholars next week. Bye.
Hotep scholars, I am Professor Oliver. Welcome and greetings from the country of Uganda. The country is to the east of Africa. The population of Uganda is 32 million people. This week's star scholars are Amari Gantz, Amariana Scott, Dre Wilskill, Emmanuel Hill, Amaya Morris, Mariah Phelps, Anthony Pickman, and Makai K. Awesome job, first graders.
Jambo scholars, greetings from the country of Ethiopia. The capital of Ethiopia is Addis Ababa. This morning I have your 8A star scholars, Madison, Nyla, Thomas, Brianna, Krishan, Solomon, Christopher, Jada, and Sarah. Good job, scholars.
Good morning, Jumbo professors and scholars. This is Professor Love Hayes from 6B, and we don't have any new stars this week, unfortunately, but Miss Love Hayes' students continue to do your work, continue to turn in missing work, and we will have some new ones next week.
Hotep scholars, it is Professor Hall, and I am bringing you greetings from Algeria. Algeria is the largest country in Africa and the 10th largest country in the world. My last week star scholars were Aaliyah Guess, Asara Roberts, Naeem Alfred, and Lanaya Williams. Thank you for being present and on time and active in all of last week's lessons. And I hope to have more scholars this week.